Welcome back to my channel. I am really excited today that I'm going to do this with a very important guest on my channel. My name is Mary. If you are watching me for the first time, you are highly welcome. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Please go ahead, go subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to turn on your bell icon to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Like I said, I will be having a very important guest, and I am welcoming my very own, our very prophet, pastor, as we go. Okay, so welcome to my channel. I am really excited to have you here today. It's an honor. Thank you for giving me the privilege, and please, if you don't mind, can you tell my subscriber your name?
My name is Pastor Sheson Fafiolu. People call me Pastor Fafi, and the name of my church is Christ Apostolic Church Help Ministry.
I'm really excited to do this with you. I posted a video on my channel, and I was talking about pastors that are unromantic. It's not like pastors are not romantic, but I have seen couple of girls denied proposal from pastors, all in the name of they feel that they are not romantic. I don't know if you are one of them, but can you please tell us your thought about that? Like, is it true that pastors are not romantic?
All right. In the first instance, when we say pastors or a man of God is also a man. So when you remove God, it remains man. So that is to let you know that man of God is also a human being. When they say somebody is a general in the army, that general is a rank, but that general in person, is a human being. So nobody was born a pastor, or it is when you come into this world that you acquire that in order to win souls for Christ. Now, coming to your question, a lot of ladies, or the ladies out there, they might decide not to marry a man of God because it is not because of the romantic part of it, but the main point is that some of them, they don't want to get entangled with a man of God, because they may not they may not be allowed to live their normal life. They have their own lives which they want to live, but when they are attached to a man of God, then there will be a scope, there will be a limit to what they can do. But in other words, marrying a man of God is a honor, if they do know, because the honor they give to a man of God, it is the same honor they give to the wife. These days they say pastor and pastor Mrs. The wife may not be ordained, but they will transfer that title to the wife. So that one should encourage them to be part of, or to be to be connected with a man of God. That is apart. Now coming to the area of romance, like I said, a man of God is also a man. So every man of God, when they get into the corridor of their rooms with the women, they do like a man. They do like a man. So saying men of God are not romantic, this and that, it is just a mere fabrication. They don't know what they are saying. Men of God are also men. They could be romantic too.
Right. Right. So I was talking about it in my video because I told them that it is what you offer to the men of God that they give back to you. Like when you birth a child and you nurture that child, when he or she grows, that person is going to bring out the things you have imparted into him or her.
Sure.
So the amount of love you show to a pastor or a minister or a prophet will determine the nature of romance or the nature of sweetness that will come from him. So I don't know why people, ladies, think that pastors are not romantic. I was also, some of them were says some girls also talks about that why they don't marry pastors because they pray. So like the pastor want her to pray like him. So is it true like as a pastor now, as a pastor, sir, is it true that because you are a pastor, your wife will pray the same capacity of the same energy of prayer you have? Your wife will also do the same kind of prayer too?
Thank you.
Are you also expecting it from her?
Sure. Because like I said, a man of God, the wife of a pastor is also a pastor. She may not be ordained as a pastor, but people respect her and they regard her, they look up to her as a pastor too. Sometimes when the pastor is not around, the wife of the pastor will pick up the microphone and perform the job of her husband. So that confers onto her that pastoral. So, but now, the ladies, they don't want to get involved in anything that is too deep in spirit. They want to continue living their previous lives. But so anybody who wants to marry a man of God, you should be ready to evangelize, to be deep in spirit, to be a preacher, and to portray yourself as a child of God.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Let me cut you in. Like in that my video, I was also saying that don't just feel because you marry a pastor, because you cannot, like, your energy of the level of prayer that he offers as a growing Christian, you might not meet up at that point that you are married to him, but at some point, because you love God, God can decide to deposit in you that grace of even becoming more than him. So saying that you cannot marry a pastor because you said he prays a lot, or because he's not romantic, is not the idea.
Thank you. Let me cite my own as an example.
Okay.
My wife was a Muslim. She was born a Muslim.
Wow.
Our father, our mother were Muslims.
Wow.
And the time I saw her, she used to pray 5 times daily.
Okay,
so that was what interested me in her, that this person that prays 5 times daily, if she marries a Christian, she could be able to convert that into the line of Christendom. And that was what happened. So I spoke with her. I wanted to do this and that. Though the parents were not they don't like that idea. But eventually they succumbed. So everybody can see now that my wife prays as I pray. She does things in the church, like even if I'm not around, she can do stuff. So all ladies out there, men of God are sweet. Another advantage of marrying a man of God is when you marry a man of God, your marriage is secured.
Yeah.
I'm not generalizing this.
Yeah.
Some men of God could go out there and do something crazy, but it is not all men of God that does that. But when you marry a man of God, believe your man cannot marry another wife. He cannot, and the chances of the marriage breaking is not really there. Though some men of God, I cannot overemphasize this, some men of God, they go ahead there and divorce their wives, but it is not common among men of God. So I will implore all ladies out there, look for, when a man of God approaches you for marriage, please accept, because your marriage is at least 90% secured.
Well, that was a very good one, you know, sir. I'm sure ladies out there, young ladies out there, you are inspired by what our father, our pastor has said. He is an experienced father. I'm sure you've learned one or two things from what he has just said to us. Don't just conclude that men of God are not romantic. Don't just turn down their proposals because they are men of God. Like he said, and like I said on my other video, they are humans and they deserve to be loved. They deserve to be cared for just the way you do to your boyfriends. So put on that energy, put on that strength to make it work out. If any of these men find you and ask you for your hand in marriage, don't just turn down the offer. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Turn on your bell icon to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Also, comment your thought on this video. Let us know your thoughts and views about this same video, and I will still bring more guests to us to bless us. God bless you, and we will see you in another of our video. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.